Imagine being able to upgrade your body in the same way that you would your smartphone, with AI-enhanced limbs, neural chips, and even artificial muscles are moving us closer to a future in which you may really pre-order your next body component. Neuralink, a neurotechnology company at the forefront of innovation, an implanted gadget created by Corp, seeks to enable direct communication between the brain and outside gadgets. In other words, they are developing a novel experiment that will enable people to operate gadgets like phones and computers with just their thoughts. This sounds pretty crazy, but even though other businesses are working to refine brain-computer interface technology, Neuralink is undoubtedly a major player. For example, they are among the few businesses that can boast of passing successful human trials after receiving. With FDA approval, they broke the existing world records for brain computers in their second human study. Alex, their second participant, was able to control his cursor within 5 minutes of learning interface control, and on day 2, as a former automotive technician, he was able to use sophisticated design software to create 3D objects. Alex said, "I'm already really impressed with how this works. The link is a big step on the path to regaining my freedom and independence for myself." Even though Neuralink isn't eager to share all the specifics of their technology with the public and its competitors, Alex reported that, "I'm already super impressed with how this works. The link is a big step on the path of regaining my freedom and independence for myself." Although Neuralink isn't keen on letting the public and their competition know the full details of how their technology works from public records and interviews, we do have a rough idea. Basically, their team inserts a low-power battery-powered chip in the brain that's able to convert information from the neurons in your brain. The public and their competition know the full details of how their technology works from public records and interviews. We do have a rough idea. Basically, their team inserts a low-power battery-powered chip in the brain that's able to convert information from the neurons in your brain into binary code. The computer can interpret. The most astounding part of this experiment is that the Neuralink chips possess electrodes that can stimulate those neurons back, providing instructions for the body or wirelessly communicating with an application outside your body. That's how, with a single thought, you can control your computer's cursor type or even control a prosthetic limb. If you're interested in participating in their trials, you can sign up on their website by joining their patient registry. Another invention shifting us closer to being human AI hybrids is smart arm. Unlike other prosthetic arms that are typically for aesthetics with little to no function, this prosthetic arm utilizes AI to enhance functionality and user experience. With a sleek 5-digit design and an inbuilt camera, this bionic arm is capable of modulating its grip. When a user wants to pick up an object, for example, if you're grocery shopping and want to grab a bottle of water, all you have to do is reach out for the item. And when the camera dictates the action you're about to carry out, it will respond by using a power grip to hold it. On the other hand, if you want something small like a cube of sugar, smart arm will configure itself into a pincer grip to pick it up with more precision. What's truly revolutionary about Smart Arm is that the intuitive grasp is seamless and doesn't require significant forethought, just like with your real hands, according to one of the co-founders, Ivan Neff. What we are building is one of the most intimate forms of technology that one could possibly think of. It's going to be worn by somebody almost on a daily basis and enables a whole new level of autonomy in their day-to-day lives. So we really need to ensure that every piece of hardware and software development that we put into this arm is of the highest quality. Obviously, the team at Covey share that sentiment too, which is why they're building the self-acclaimed world-leading bionic hand. Thanks to their user-centric philosophy, the company has put a lot of thought into programming their bionic hands with over 24 grip patterns suitable for users in different fields. In other words, if you're an artist, you could easily use the pincer grip to keep painting, or if you're a bodybuilder, you could continue training with a power grip that can lift up to 70 pounds. There's even a mouse grip for users with a desk job. Thus, the KV hand offers higher levels of adaptability than most other AI prosthetics. This advanced bionic and also offers intuitive control with 11 grip switch triggers and 3 inputs that allow you to switch grips with ease. You can tell the team put a lot of thought into their invention, because the index finger even comes pre-coated with a special material that makes it compatible with touchscreens. That means you can keep it on while operating your phone, truly delivering a highly functional experience to people living with limb differences. But what if a prosthetic arm could do more than just grasp objects? What if it could feel too? Cleveland Clinic researchers are pushing human AI technology to the edge with a bionic arm that not only moves, intuitively but can also feel sensations like movement and touch. This invention goes beyond using external sensors or triggers to help people with limb differences. It's a two-way feedback chain that can also provide users with feedback. For instance, when you want to grab a cup after spotting it with your eyes, you can look away absent-mindedly while your hand reaches for it. When your hand makes contact with something ceramic, it sends signals to your brain, which then responds by instructing your fingers to grab it. On the other hand, people with artificial limbs often lack that feedback loop. That means that they have to keep their eyes on the item to ensure the prosthetic performs the right task. But this prosthetic arm integrates advanced technology to provide users with movement and sensory feedback, allowing their participants to function like people with natural hands. Speaking of natural hands, Clone Robotics is working on developing AI-powered prosthetic hands that can mimic human dexterity. It's one thing to create intuitive prosthetic hands that humans can use, and another, replicate the same process in autonomous AI. However, using biomimetic technology, Clone Robotics is breaking boundaries. In other words, instead of using the standard pneumatic system, they adopted pressurized fluid in the robot's cylinders to control its internal pistons. As a result, this approach creates a seamless motion that mimics human hand. Combining these hydraulic systems with sensors also allows it to gauge world games. Following the success of their demo, Mural raised $6 million in 2019 toward funding further experiments in brain-computer interfaces. All those funds went into producing the MW75 neuro-brain-computer interface headphones with the ability to track your focus. And before you ask, yes, there's more to these 650 headphones that can help you concentrate than just their noise-canceling feature. With AI-powered EEG sensors in the earpads that can easily capture brain signals and track which activities help you focus or those that distract you. As a result, it can help you reduce burnout by sending alerts to your app when it's time to take a break. You'd essentially be tracking your brain on your device. So which of these amazing inventions do you think would have the biggest impact on our society? Is it being able to link our brains with computers, or essentially becoming telekinetic by controlling prosthetic limbs? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Thanks for watching.